So about a year and a half ago, I was charging up some Lipo batteries for the e-Revo, and one of them got kind of real big and puffy on me in the middle of the charge, and I figure, oh boy, this thing's gonna go off. So I tossed it outside, and that was last winter, and this is the second winter now. Let me show you some batteries. So here's some batteries I don't trust anymore. This is the one here, and it's still big and puffy. Look at that thing. See how big it is? See, it's all big and fat. So I've seen enough videos about Lipo battery explosions and fires and stuff. I figure I'm not letting that thing lay around in the shop or something. So I'm letting it sit out here for another winter, and one day I'm gonna put the battery charger to it maybe and give it some high amp charging and see what happens. And I'll probably have my own Lipo battery explosion. December 28th, 2014. We're looking at a roof here close to where I want to mount some solar water heating on another building. And so right now the sun has had about 1 week to start rising higher in the sky. So the shadow that it makes on the wall here is just to the bottom of the wall. So that's not too bad. That's about as low as that sun is going to go. Like I say, it's been starting to go higher now, so that shadow is going to get smaller and smaller and start heading, you know, out across the lawn here. So that's the kind of thing you want to actually check. You know, look at the shadows. This is a good time of year. Where are the shadows, you know, from trees or other buildings, you know, at the lowest point of the sun, because that's going to make a big difference in how that solar is going to perform, right? So inside the shop, it's definitely below zero, but it's actually holding its heat pretty good considering I'm not putting any heat in the shop at all. So still not working on the buggy, still tied up with other stuff. So definitely on the bucket list of things to do, guys. So sitting in the cold shop here. I hope it doesn't sweat too much when the temperature warms up in here, like the metal, you know. It's been pretty good for not rusting on me. You know, it keeps its bare metal, but it's like a Pepsi can. You know, you take it out of the fridge and then what happens? It sweats. So right now it's cold. When it warms up, we'll see what happens. So, and then of course there's the extended swing arm project for the CR500, and here's some tubing that I was going to use for that. So I tell you guys, I've got my share of unfinished projects. I'm not too bad with my average as far as finishing my projects. It's just I got so many, and then I scattered them all around, and then you know, I do a little bit here and there, and then I tell you guys, you could probably tell you what, you guys in the comments name unfinished projects that I have, and we'll see how many of you guys have been watching my videos and how many projects. Maybe there's a few that I've even forgotten that I even have. So anyways, have a bit of fun with that. So this is the garage that I've been working on, and so I'm installing the solar controller and a few other goodies here. And this is a kind of a custom manifold. Been doing a lot of soldering and stuff. And here's a check valve. This is a bleed. This is a valve for bleeding. And here's a flow meter. Here's a pump, and there's actually a pump in this one too. So yeah, I got quite a bit of stuff to do on this board yet. Here's another manifold. So I get these manifolds kind of complete, like these pieces here are already put on. So all I did was I just soldered the cap on and these ends, and made up this piece here so I could put a valve on. And this end here, it gets that stainless flex pipe. I showed that in another video. This is for a 1-inch size, and this is actually a 3/4 inch size. So, and then there's this thing. This is the expansion tank for the solar, and bit of a story on this one too. See, they come actually with pressure already in the top. And I checked the pressure on the top of this one here, and the air started bleeding out. And that's because, I think, See, whoever painted this tank painted right into that valve. Like they didn't even have a cap on here for painting. It was just open like this. See, like that? And then they're painting there, and they, you know, whatever. And then when I go to check the air pressure, you know, then it sticks because you got all, you know what I'm talking about. So I took the valve right out now, and I should actually check the air pressure. So this is left over from the drag racing days. It's a precision digital tester. See what I got. I put in 20 pounds. I put in 20 pounds yesterday. Like 20 pounds exactly. Okay. So I wonder what I got in there now. About 12 hours later. 19.2. Okay, so 3/4 pound. So I should put a little bit of soap water on here and see if it's coming from there. See, the other thing is the air that went in just came out of the compressor, which was just running. So it was the compressor's putting hot air in the tank. I put in warmed air into this here so it could cool off. So it might not be leaking, it might just be air contracting because it's cooling off. So I'll keep an eye on it. This is a really nice gauge, guys. It's like, it's digital, man. It's digital. I'm gonna take this one. He says, oh, if you drop it, you might break it.